Yeah, we got the sparring footage, or do we? Not really. We got a clip of some sparring, but will Devin Haney and Gervonta Tank Davis finally fight after all of this has came out? Just to quiet things, just to settle this shit once and for all. I don't know. Could this has been put out? Even though I think this is real bad blood, could this sparring footage or clips? Could these sparring clips? I'm calling them clips. That's what they are. This ain't to me real footage. Real footage is when you letting it roll, in my opinion. But could they have put this out in order to help build the fight? Because we know Dev about to fight Ryan Garcia next month. Tank Davis about to fight Frank Martin, I think, in when's he fighting Frank? He fighting Frank after Devin fights Ryan. So I think he's supposed to be fighting Frank Martin late spring, early summer. So I would say like around May, June. So right after Dev's fight. After that, they're both wide open. And all of the shit the Tank boys is saying, yo, Tank worked him in sparring. You saw it. If it was a real fight, and they didn't have on no headgear, he would have been out of there. All right, cool. I feel you, but let's make it happen. Yo, you saw how Tank was beating that boy? Damn, he was knocking him all around the ring. Okay, let's see the real fight happen. Yo, I don't want to hear this that Dev was only 16 years old. He decided to get in the ring. That's his problem. Okay, let's see the real fight. Y'all saying everything, but let's fight. Oh, we want him to fight him, but he gonna have to come down to 135 pounds. You think you don't want the fight? Oh, but Dev said he'll come back to 135 for the Tank fight. He did say that. But here's my explanation for that one. Dev didn't fight at 140. So he must have felt like, damn, I could probably still, I could straddle 140, 135. I could still push it for Tank. But when he got the 140 and he felt that good fighting, he probably said, nah, bro, I like this weight. I feel healthy. I feel powerful, more powerful up here. I ain't going to fuck back down there. And plus, the little Smurf already fought at 140, so he shouldn't have a problem coming to knock my head off at 140, especially, after the sparring footage. I'm pretty sure Devin was heavier than Tank, right? Or was they around the same weight in sparring? He was knocking Devin around the ring, so they say, right? So then, why is it a problem? You know what I really think, though? To be honest, I think that sparring did more damage to Tank than it did good, because it kind of dispelled a lot of myths that we always hear about Tank Davis. For one, we heard that Tank puts light heavyweights down in sparring. We even heard that he put heavyweights down. But yet, you got Devin in there. He's stunned, clearly stunned, but he's still on his feet. And he never looked like his legs weren't jelly. Nothing. Why couldn't Tank get him out of there? Oh, because Tank wasn't in shape. He looked like he was in shape to me. He was moving pretty good in that ring. He had the speed, he had the power, right? Why couldn't he get Dev out of there? A 16-year-old. And he was much thinner back then, Devin. Why couldn't he get him out? You know what I think? Two things why Tank won't fight this boy. One, we didn't see the rest of the sparring footage. We know how it ended. We know he got worked. Two, it looked like Tank realized, damn, this dude he's a tough little motherfucker, man. He's not going to fall into my knockout. He's taking my power. Oh, but he had on headgear. Okay. So did the light heavyweights that Tank supposedly put down. Didn't they have on headgear? Way bigger than Devin, right? Way bigger. Why didn't he knock Devin clean out? And they said Devin was wobbling. Where was Devin off his feet at? I didn't see that. That's not what I got from that. So when I saw the sparring, I said, yeah, this is why they don't. I didn't look at it like, damn, Dev is in trouble. I looked at it like, this is why they don't want to fight Dev. Because he is not going to go in there and lay down, quit. And he's not going to be easy for him to knock out. So they look at it like, damn, that was 10 years ago and we couldn't knock him out. Imagine now trying to knock him out. That's why they don't want to fight Devin Haney, dude. Floyd Mayweather did more damage to Tank by letting out those clips than he even realized. Real boxing heads understand what the ramifications was for letting out them clips, man. See, the Tank fans is not gonna look at it like us. They gonna look at it like, yo, that's why Devin don't want to come back to 135. That's why. That's the reason why he went to 140. He don't want the smoke. That's why we know if it was a real fight, he would have been out of there. He would have been flatlined. Okay. But us real boxing heads and thus us that look deeper in the shit, that have a third eye, we look at it like this. Damn, he couldn't let that little 16-year-old, 17-year-old out of there at all. Devin's feet wasn't wobbling. Devin was still swinging. Devin was taking them punches. But Tank knocks out light heavyweights in sparring. He couldn't get little Devin out 10 years ago. What makes you think he's going to do it now in 2023, 2024? Yeah, we know what time it is, man. That's how I look at it. But anyway, will they fight? I highly doubt it. Could this be a sneaky build-up? Probably. And here's my thing. We are, when these two fight, it's going to be spring, summertime when they have their fights. If Tank's team and Tank is serious about fighting Devin, we should be seeing that fight later this year, the end of this year, maybe September, maybe October. I'll give it to October because Canelo fights in September, so they're not gonna put the same fight. They're not gonna put the same Devin and Tank in the ring together the same month as Canelo. So if Tank fights in June against Frank Martin, he's gonna beat Frank Martin. I already said he stops Frank late. Then you got July, August, September, October. So I'd say they have all July, all August, all September to try to make this fight. Or not even that. They got those 2 months is critical. July and August, those 2 months right there should be the time that Tank and Devin negotiate something. Those 2 months. And then the fight takes place November. I'll say November, early November, something like that. If not, late October. Late October or sometime from late October to November, we should be seeing Gervonta Tank Davis versus Devin Haney. If we don't see it, after these two get a fight, we'll never see it. Just my take on it. This is Rebel Life Boxing. I'll catch y'all later.